Hello guys, Alpha Smurf finally back again. I know, right? It has been 1 month plus. I have a career switch. I changed my career. I have doing some small business now. And I just came back from a long vacation. I went Sydney, road trip all the way down to Melbourne. I did skydiving and stuff like that. Just trying out new stuff while I'm still not that old. Check out. Wait. I'll show you a picture of my skydive. Oh dear. Look at this. That is my first skydive, and my face looked totally not scared at all. Okay, so I know it has been a long while, and you guys must be wondering where have I been. Hi Rigno, hi Law, hi Sulan, hi Aditano, how are you guys? So this video, someone actually dropped me a message and asked me about spending gems. So as usual, I will talk about this familiar update. I know that I'm a bit late, probably like 1 week plus late. Therefore, I'm not going to go through all the nitty-gritty details of how good is this familiar and stuff like this and what is the basic details, because I'm sure most of you guys will be aware of it now. But back to this question is, hi Alpha Smurf, I'm free-to-play player and I have around 1.8 million gems. So before the familiar update, I was thinking about spending it all on Kingdom Tycoons to get the cups to purple, but now, is it better to spend it on the familiar than upgrading my gear? I can actually address this pretty easily using my infamous Excel spreadsheet again. So if you're not a guy into this kind of facts analysis, right, I suggest you go to other channels for now, because this is going to be very dry. And towards the end of this whole thing, hopefully you have get a better idea of how good this familiar is as compared to some other comparison, like a better gear and stuff like that. Yes, has been a long time, man. So I'll start off with going through some basic facts. Then I go through how important and how significantly important is this familiar update, and come up with some conclusion. You know, a lot of people have been saying that this is gonna be gonna kill the game, other stuff like that, but personally, the game will never die, even if due to this update. I know it's going to be very expensive, but back then, ever since the familiar update of this Grim Reaper, the Mythic gear, the 11k heroes, the sigils and stuff like that, but the game still go on. It's just a matter of how much you are willing to spend on this game. But for me, I'm not a heavy spender anymore, so probably I won't be that active. Okay, so first of all, let's go through some important parts. Okay, so to do the cost of one, let's go through the very basic things first. You can actually buy this from the gem mall, but the thing is, you purchase in more than 10s, it will give you a 15% discount for all the different ops out there. So for instance, things like this, I think it's way at the bottom. The Bright Talent op at $3,000 per each, right, will probably cost much lesser if you purchase in 10s and above. So it will cost 28,500 $. Sorry, 28,500 gems. seriously? Tashi mentioned about the way I explain, yeah. You know, it's more like an auditor hazard, so I tend to like to explain in this manner. So, go through some basic facts. So, one bright talent orbs costs 3,000 gems, but you purchase in more than 10, it's going to cost you this amount. Stuff like that. Okay, let's go through the next part. Do you know how much it costs? Let's say you're gonna purchase in USD at the cheapest possible amount, which means you're gonna purchase the $5 packs, and you're not gonna purchase any more than that. So it will cost you approximately $5 for 12, and let's say you extrapolate to, if let's say you're gonna buy 1,000 of them, it will cost you around 416, somewhat like that. Okay. The next part of it, I'm going to tell you about, you know, out of all these familiar updates, there are only 3 that are the most important. Of course, I know there's other familiars out there that, such as this, that give you some like shield that protect you and stuff like that, but it all boils down to 3 main familiars if you want to be to maximize your army, maximize your attack, because these 3 are way over buff. They are Trickster, that actually give you this stacking effect to more than 100%, more than up to 900%, depending on how much is the fallen troops. Right, the 3 stack ones. Jamming Gremlin, same, but this is infantry. The third would be the cavalry, the goblin. Okay, so without further ado, let me show you. Honestly, I have yet to do any testing on this, so I'm gonna do a very simple testing on how good this is. I think I have enough to, as what the title suggests, right? I will do Fierce Spike, which is the infantry one, because I find infantry to be the most important one for me in terms of my defending as well as attacking. So let's do it. Let's use up some speed ups. Speed ups here. Okay. There we go. Okay, before I go on this, Hall of Fame question number 1. Okay, assuming you are going to use up only gems, how much gems does it take to max out maybe, okay, how much gems does it take, only gems, to max out this to level 10? Okay, it costs 80 orbs, right, to unlock, and certain amount of further orbs to level 2, level 3, all the way to level 10s. So in totality, to unlock it and all the way to push it up to level 10, how much gems, right, does it take? Closest answer will be in today's Hall of Fame. Okay, I have the stats over here, so probably you guys will know. Closest answer win. Let's go on. You know, I just maxed this out. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is this. I will make sure I have this station. Alright. Second thing. I don't think I would like to keep my troop count as a secret anymore, since it's kind of impossible for me to get 0 anyway. I think so. So let's do it. I will make it a very simple kind. So this testing will be just using this And for every hit, right, I'm gonna use 150 gladiators. I keep it very, very simple. Okay. So this testing will be very straightforward. I've set up 4 camps, and all the camps out here, right, they are 1,000. All of them are just 1,000 royal guards. So I'm gonna hit them once without any familiars. I'm gonna hit the rest of them with the familiar and see what's the difference like, and is there really a big difference with only just level 1 fear spike. Okay, this is very simple. Actually, I don't know. I'm safe if I'm online. Yes, probably. Oh damn. Looks like we have... Let's do it. I'm gonna attack this without the familiar. This is the attack without any familiar. And see how it goes. As you can see, right, the first attack without the familiar, I lost. Okay, I lost terribly, and I have like 6 survive. Only 6 survive. Alright, let's do a second one. But this time round, okay, let's recap. So this first one is 144, 144, and 16. So the net kills, am I doing the right thing? Total losses. Okay, so the net kills over here is just this minus this. So as usual, if the net kills over here is more towards a negative amount, it shows it's not a successful hit. Okay, so let's do the next one. Let's just ensure this is the same. Yup, it's still the 1,000 troops, but this time round I'm gonna hit that with the addition of the fear spike familiar. Same 150 gladiators, but this time around I guess it's slightly different because for every decrease in the troops, I have an additional like a percentage of attack increase. Let's try this out again. As usual, it's near impossible to use 150 gladiators to win 1,000 royal guards. So, but as you can see, right, the previous result is still the same loss, but look at this. It's a slightly more, just slightly more for level 1. But at least you can see that there is a slight improvement. But go through the I'll show you the animation and you know what exactly I mean by a slight improvement by 1 additional loss from their side. So let's see. See, once you decrease to 15 troops, 135, you'll trigger this jamming goblin to come out, and that is when increase infantry attack by 10%. Additional 15 drop, you increase by another 20%. So you just go on and on to a maximum of, for this case, I think mine is 90%. So this is 4th stack. This is a 5th stack. This is a 6th stack. So I think it's quite self-explanatory, right? So it's a matter of like defending, but I guess it's more useful towards a case of you attacking in one single troop type and trying to maximize the attack damage to the extent whereby you are near to the brim of getting zeroed. Your attack will just increase exponentially. So that's the thing about the power of this. And just bear in mind, this is only level 1. Can you imagine if this is maxed out to level 10? It will go all the way up to 900%. I guess from the video of, I think it's Sneaky Tashi video or some other video. Let me see if I have it over here. Aha! I think this video was from Sneaky Tashi one. So as you can see from here, right, it's not sure whether you guys can see this. So this is how Sugarcane tried to zero this guy called Q Yang Wen, right? So if you have all 5 familiars all maxed out and all of them are all level 10s, they can stack on top of each other to the extent that even if you are totally at a handicap of 2 million versus a 30 million, right, the difference is very, very, very significant. Because you reach the point of 900% additional calf attack or infantry attack or range attack, whatever you call it, right? Not to say there's other familiar skills out there that actually add value in the whole attack down there. Bosch Joker, want to test with the buff HP? Put some cans, I will attack, see how it will be. Okay, so I was running through some of the videos out there and I can't exactly say how much percentage it is because it really depends on your original stats versus the increased stats, and in totality how much it helps in terms of the attack. So I would say it will vary from 2 to 4 times. Much better if you have maxed out all the familiar outs there, be it Fear Spike and other familiars out there that actually will increase a single type of stats against you. So that's a very big difference. So pertaining to your question out here, right, of you saying that I was thinking of spending it all on Kingdom Tycoons to get your cups to purple, my advice to you is, if I were you, I would rather spend my gems to push up maybe one of familiar or 2 of the familiars to level 5, level 6, level 7, because they are way more valuable and will help in the overall attack, the defending, in any of things, because you're going to use that on darkness, rallies, attacks and stuff like that. It's very significant, I guess. Okay, so forget about Kingdom Tycoons for now. It's either use your gems for this upgrading of familiars, or you purchase only the $5 packs, Bright Talent Ops. Okay, let's go back to this again. You know this familiar, right? Is this still having delay? Okay, this level 1 to 2 cost 36, but in total, right, it costs 800 ops over here. Applies for the Jamming Griplin, Trickstars, Goblin. Alright, so for them, for you to unlock them, push up all the way to level 10, you need a total of 800 ops. let's say you're not going to spend a single dime on it, you're going to spend gems only. You need a total of 2,400 orbs. And 2,400 orbs, right? If you translate it to gems equivalent, 2,400 orbs, it'll cost 6.84 million gems. 6.84 million gems. That's how expensive it is. And just one of it, right, it will cost 2.28 million gems. So with regards to the question that I asked just now, is 2.28 million gems. So I guess most of you know already, right? So the closest answer is, yeah, Aki77. You got the correct answer. 2.28 million gems. Okay, so now let's make another comparison. Would you rather use gems, right, to push it up to level 10, or use real money, USD, to push up to level 10? You know, the thing is, if you want to be an average spender, not going to spend immediately all the way to get this 800 bright talents orbs, right? You're going to purchase the $5 USD packs every now and then to get 12 bright talents orb. It'll take you around 333 USD to actually collate enough bright talents orbs. That's 333 USDs. Okay? But the thing is one thing. Do you know there's another way is using going through the black markets out there? In fact, there's quite a number of platforms out there for you to get gems equivalents or item. Okay? So the market out there, right, for black market, on average, depending on your account type, let's say your account of 100 million, it will cost you 17 USD to get 100,000 gems. But on the flip side, if your account is above 700 million and below 900 million might, it costs you $23 to get 100,000 gems. So the thing is, the amount of USD that you need to get this gem equivalent will vary accordingly. But let's assume that your might is like 550 million, so that will cost you $21, right? So let's put this in this way. So it will cost you 228000. This is the amount of gems you need. But if you translate it to the market rate, right, for you to purchase this amount of gems, it will cost you, sorry, you had added 1 more 0. It will cost you this amount divided by 100,000 multiplied by $21. Seems like it's a bit lagging. It's 478 USD. So as you can see, right, the amount of money that you're gonna spend, right, using the black market or to get the gems and stuff like that, right, it costs you 478 USD to get this 2.28 millions of gems. But on the other hand, if you're going to purchase just the $5 packs in a very slow manner, it costs you $300 and 30 USD. So if you have the time, the best way is always just by purchasing $5 packs every now and then. But if you're a guy that think that gems, there's no point of having that amount of gems I guess you can go ahead and use our gems on all this kind of thing, but I would rather use my gems in other ways, man. So it's really really dependent on how you prefer to use your gems. So take it a pinch of salt what you need. So my suggestion is, let's say you have way amount of gems and you have no idea where to spend it on. You can spend it just a bit, a portion of it, but the rest of it, right, slowly buy the $5 packs. So hopefully in another 2 to 3 months you are able to collect enough Bright Talents Orbs, right? So together with the amount of gems you spend, you can push it up to perhaps level 5, level 6. That's more than sufficient. Rather than in one shot you're going to spend 2.28 million gems. It's not going to be worthwhile at all, because in terms of the cost saving, purchasing the $5 packs is more cost saving as compared to using the gems per se. Okay, so I think I'm going to keep this stream as short as possible, because the whole purpose of this is to showcase to you guys the importance of this familiar. And in all honesty, if you're going to spend your gems on Kingdom Tycoons, right, to get the cups, whatever it is, your gears to a higher grade, right, I would rather you to use your gems to push up your familiars to at least level 5, level 6, because the significant improvement in terms of the familiar, right, is way better than the gears of like getting it from a, I don't know, from maybe a purple cup to a gold, because purple cup to a gold is just a merely few percent, right? So it's not going to be that helpful at all. Yup. So I think that is all I would like to say for now. Hopefully this short video you guys will get a glimpse of the importance of familiar, and whether to use your gems or whether to purchase the packs and stuff like that, the cost of it and stuff like that. Okay, so thanks for tuning in for the past, I think, 20 minutes or so. You know, for defending, it's equally the same as attacking. Okay, back to this again. You know, this video that I just showed you just now of how Sugar Way actually attack on this. Where is it? Ah, this one. Right? Sugar Way attack on this QAQ good guy, Q Youngwen, right? He has around 31 million troops, correct? Yet he had 5.7 million raid dates. And you look at the troop breakdown, you notice that his troop breakdown is freaking strong. Why did he still lose? Because if you convert that to actually in terms of the frontline and anti-frontline strength, right, it is actually very tanky. Let me give you an example, I guess. Okay, let's say if I translate it to frontline, anti-frontline, right, this guy has a what the, okay, a typical rally trap is around 24 million ish of frontline, anti-frontline, but this guy that Sugar Way managed to burn using just one rally and one rally, right? That is how much? Let's say it's 1.7 ish. Let's keep it as simple as possible. 1.7 7. The Royal Guards is around 1.32 million, 2 million. 1.3, 2 million, 2 million. And the T2s is 3.4-ish. 3400. So as compared to a default rally trap, this guy is in fact way better than a default rally trap at 35 million frontline anti-frontline strength, and yet he's still burned. So how to actually be a stronger rally trap in that sense? The best way is actually this. You know what? Just like how I am doing right now. I'm currently using this jamming the Fear Spike to be one on my wall. So by default, one way for you to defend better is depending on your front line. Let's say your main front line is range, then you should use Trickster as your main familiar defender. And let's say it's a Calf, you're gonna use the Goblin. Alright, the Goblin to be your frontline defender. Because the thing is, as long as your main front line drop a certain percentage, that is when it gets stronger and stronger, to the extent that it can defend much better. So just be wary and be careful on your setup, and avoid having too much of the front line. I repeat again, avoid having too much of that main front line, which means, let's say if you want to be the main infantry defender, infantry front line, it's not really necessary for you to have insane amount of that certain troop type, because if let's say you have lesser amount of that troop type, right, it's easier for you to trigger the staggering effect once you drop a certain percentage by using the familiar out here, Trickster, Jamming Gremlin, stuff like this, because they can stack up very significantly for you to be a better defender. Of course there's other things out there, but in my honest opinion, none of the familiar beats this Trickster, Jamming Gremlin or Goblin in terms of the staggering effect. Maybe there's others they are good, but not that I know for now. Honestly, all these stun heroes and stuff is not going to be that significantly better as compared to the 3 familiars that I've gone through. Okay, so thanks for tuning in for the past, I don't know how long, 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so. Hopefully this will enlighten you a bit of how to set up a better, introduce this familiar in your breakdown, as well as how to use them to attack, and how much does it cost to actually push it up to the max level, whether to use your gems or whether you spend actual USD money to purchase them to level 10.